Okay, it's Rob MacKillop here. We're going over page 13 of Morkov's method for the Russian 7-string guitar. And halfway down the page we have all these semiquavers, 16th notes. We're going to take the first one, the C major key, and we'll go slowly through it because there's a lot of information in these 2.5 lines, which you'll find pertinent for when you come to study pieces later. So it starts with a C. Now the next note has a mistake on it. The fingering should be a 0, the open string. There's no way he would mean the second finger stretching up there for this particular study. So I would take C, open D, and then you've got pull off and hammer on, and then the D open again, a hammer on with your third finger, and C again, and then we're going to shift position to second position, and we've got open D, 3 notes there, and then the first finger again plays a C sharp. Then we're back on the D for a hammer on, and an F for a pull off. There's a lot of information there. It sounds like this. Okay. And then we're in the second bar. We've got E to F, hammer on, pull off. Now the D sharp is on the 5th string at the 4th fret. So we got then an open G followed by the E, then an F G, then a pull off hammer on between the F and the E, and then open G hammers on to A, then F, so that bar becomes okay. Now we're on the 3rd bar, open G, the F sharp's on the 4th string, the B is open. I'm assuming because the lower numbers show a finger 4, that's a ringed finger, and it's probably playing the open 2nd string. And then we've got A with the 2nd finger, open B, then a pull off and hammer on of the A G sharp, hammer on B, C and A, so that bar complete sounds like this. Next line, first bar, we have B, C, hammer on, pull off. The A sharp's the 3rd fret on the 3rd string. Open 1st string. So that bar sounds like. Now, the 2nd bar of the 2nd line, we've got an open D, but the 3rd finger hammers on the E, and the 2nd finger on the C sharp. Then we shift position, so the open string now goes to the 1st fret on the E. So we've had 2 different fingers on the E, the 3rd finger, and then the 1st finger. And then we move up to the 5th fret. You can see that with a number above the E. It says number 5 means 5th fret, and the number 1 means the 1st finger. So that E is on the 2nd string. And we're going to use the pinky on the 3rd string to get the D sharp. So we've got a hammer on pull off. Now the G is going to be on the 1st string. So that bar now sounds like this. Now the last last bar on that second line. Now let's do that again. It's got the F on the second string, the G on the first, and then a pull off between the F and the E, the F again, and a hammer on between G and A. And then something interesting, look at the numbers above the F and the G, it's the same number. So it has to be a glissando, a slide. And the second one has the 8th fret, and that is indeed where we are. So we've slid up to that G, A's on the first string, so that line, that bar rather, sounds like this. Yeah, these little indications are very important to get the character of this music. Now the next line, there are only 2 bars. The first one, we're in 7th position, we'll hammer on the B from the A, and we have a G sharp below it. I use the same fingers, finger 3. Okay, that's 4 to 1. Then we shift up to 9th position. We get B, C, hammer on, pull off. See that? So that's finger 1 and 2, finger 3, 1 and 2, 4, 1, and we finally reach the high C. And then some chords follow, which are very interesting. The top 3 notes of the first chord is C major chord, but the bass note is a B flat, which makes it a C7th chord. Right, C7th. Now C7th is the dominant, well, it's the 5th note in a key. When you're working out where's the tonic when you have a dominant chord, say it's the C7th, and then we go backwards, B flat, A, G, F. So we're in the key of F now, and this C7 goes to an F chord, or should do, and it does. There's the F major, so that's a dominant, tonic, and F major, which is chord 4 in the key of C, the subdominant. Then something magical happens. This chord, one of the greatest chords in Western music. Now, let's look at it. It's got an A flat in the bass, a C, an E flat. So far we've got an A flat major chord. And then it's got an F sharp. Now when you see a flat and a sharp in the same chord, there's a possibility, a good possibility, you're dealing with what's called an augmented 6th chord. So normally that F sharp would be written as a G flat, which is the 7th note above A flat. So that would be an A flat 7th chord, which would resolve to D flat major, which is the 6th fret. So that would be a dominant tonic relationship. But that's not what happens. Because he spelled the chord with an F sharp instead of a G flat, remember F sharp is the same note as G flat. There's G and there's F. We're in between. Because he spelled it as an F sharp, it's an augmented 6 and it acts differently. The bass goes down to the dominant note of the key of C, which is a G, but the chord goes up to a chord of C. And it's like suddenly the clouds parting and this ray of sunshine comes through, because here's A flat 7 going to D flat, and now the augmented 6 version, just uplifting. Mozart loved that chord. Fernando Sor loved that chord. Morkov loves that chord. I love that chord. It's just a wonderful thing. And then we finish it all off with the dominant G7 to tonic C. Just one more observation. If you look at the first of each group of 8 notes, You start with C. 8 notes later you get D. 8 notes later you get E. You're actually going up C major scale all the way up. So it's a great little study, and you should work hard on it because there's so many little details that are essential for the style that you're learning here, Russian guitar style, as far as I can make out. There we go. Any questions, just ask, and there'll be more of these videos. Let me know if you want them. Okay.